Hey folks, it's Memorial Day weekend and the official start of summer. Hope y'all are having a great day. We're gonna put some meat on the grill today. We're gonna do some burnt ends. These aren't just any ordinary burnt ends. We don't have brisket today. We've got a nice chuck roast. We're calling this the poor man's burnt ends. We got this chuck roast at the local meat market for just under $20. Also got from our friends at Meat Church some Holy Cow barbecue rub that we're gonna put on there. But before we do that, we got a little yellow mustard. We're gonna put the yellow mustard on here. Kind of acts as a binding agent for the rub to stick to. You're not gonna taste it when it's all said and done. So we're just gonna put that on here like this. Make sure we get it on the sides as well. You just want something for that rub to kind of stick to, so it won't just fall off everywhere. And again, you will not taste that when it's all said and done here. So now we got our Holy Cow rub, and we're just gonna sprinkle that on. We're gonna cover it real good. Kind of start at one end here and start getting it on here like so, and it's gonna kind of go all over the place. But we want to make sure we get it good and covered, just like so here. And we even want to try to get some on the sides if we can. And what we're going to do with this later, of course, is we're going to put it on the smoker, and we're going to put it on there probably about 4 to 5 hours, sort of a low temps, low and slow they like to say. And probably going to have that on there for about 4 to 5 hours at 250 degrees, something like that. And we will show you that process here in just a little bit. Just want to get this all doctored up for us here. Looks like we got it covered pretty good. So the next step will be to get the smoker ready. The meat all prepared, got the rub on it. We're gonna let it sit out for about 30, 45 minutes. We want it to get room temperature. We don't want to put it on the smoker cold. Next, we got our drip pan we're gonna get ready. One reason we call this the poor man's burnt ends is because we don't have a fancy smoker out there. We don't have one of those pellet grills or egg looking things or anything like that. We got an old stack smoker that belonged to my dad. We'll show that to you later, but that thing's got to be over 30 years old and cooked a lot of meat. So his recipe for the drip pan, he always lined it with foil. This helps with the cleanup later on. He would always take a Coca-Cola, pour in there. Looks like we're using Diet Coke today. Maybe we'll be a little less calories intake when we have these burnt ends later on today. But whatever you got, Coke, Diet Coke, anything like that's going to be fine. He would also pour a couple of beers in there. So we got some Miller Champagne beers right here, the High Life we're talking about. We're gonna pour 2 of those beers in here, get that ready to go. Here's number 2, we're gonna get in there. Gotta get a drip pan ready. It just helps. Maybe we won't pour 2 beers in there. 2 less, just a little swallow, just to see how it is. We're gonna get that in there, and we're gonna get our mustard back. They always put a little mustard in, just adds a little flavor. Again, the drip pan is the juices are dripping down off the meat. Just kind of comes in there and makes it just a little more flavorful for us. And we've also got a little garlic powder. Just shake it till you just feel like not shaking anymore. It doesn't really matter. Just get that in there. And we also got a little onion powder just for a little flavor, and we can put a little of that in there. You can see here we didn't fill it to the top. We're gonna wait, and when we get it in the stack smoker, we will get the hose out, put a little water in it, get it up to the top. Everything will be ready to go then. Hey folks, we got the smoke stacker set up like I talked about. You can see here it's an old smoker, belonged to my dad. Again, it's poor man's burnt ends here today, and we got the drip pan in. We're about to put the meat on the grill, on the smoker. I'm gonna sit it right here in the center. Gonna be nice there. We're gonna get the lid put on like so. And we got some wood chips. We got hickory. We're gonna be using hickory today. So we're gonna open the lid up here. We got it soaking in some water to get a little moisture in it. And then we're gonna put it down here on the bottom. And we'll come back and add some a little later. We're not gonna put it all in there now. So we got some in there, kind of get it started. It's already heating up. We'll come back again, put some chips on it. In about 4 or 5 hours, we're gonna check the temp, make sure the interior of the meat's at about 200 degrees. Then we'll take it off and start the next process. Got the chuck roast off the smoker. You can see the internal temperature was at 156 degrees. So that should be just right. We've had it inside here for a little over an hour, letting it rest and cool down. And now we're gonna slice it up. We're gonna cube it. And so we're gonna start with a nice little chunk here on the end. Take a look at that. Folks, look at that right there. It looks really good. We're going to cube it, and we're not going to make it bite size. I say we're going to make it about 2 bite size. You don't want them too small, don't want them too big. So we're going to do them about like this here. Let's cut one more here and see what it looks like. Get a nice cut there. Oh yeah, just perfect. Kind of medium in there. We're gonna put it back on the smoker here in a little bit, but I just wanted you to kind of take a look and see what it looks like there. Gonna cube these up about 2 bite size. And we're gonna cut the rest of this up here in just a minute and come back and show you how we finish out the process. All right, as you can see, we've got them all cubed up here and ready to go. We got 2 pans, just because we're gonna use 2 different barbecue sauces today. We've got, from the folks at 3 Little Pigs, we got the Kansas City sweet barbecue sauce. And just kind of a staple in our area, we got Sweet Baby Ray's. And we're gonna put that in this one here. We did add a little honey to both of them, kind of thicken it up and sweeten them up just a little bit. We heated the sauces on the stove there, and we're gonna pour just a little bit in here. You don't want it swimming in them. You wanna make sure you get them good and covered, and we may have to heat up a little more here in a little bit. We're just gonna give you the idea of what's going on here with and that's the 3 Little Pigs Kansas City Sweet here on my right, and then the Sweet Baby Ray's, again with a little honey added. We're gonna put those in here, kind of get it around a little bit, kind of get some more of that good in there with our hands. And then we're gonna mix them up. You just want them to be covered in the barbecue sauce. Again, you do not want them to be swimming in it. So I think that's probably about right on that one. And this one's looking good here. What we're gonna do with these is pop them back in the smoker, put them in there for about 30 or 45 minutes, get it good smoky, and let all this barbecue sauce kind of caramelize onto the meat. All right, we're outside here with the smoker now. We got the burnt ends here we're going to put down here first that have the Sweet Baby Ray's sauce on them. Put them on the bottom rack. Get our top rack back in. Now we got the 3 Little Pigs Kansas City Sweet. We're going to put it on top. You can see them there. And we have got some more hickory down in the bottom. You can see it already start to smoke a little bit. Get the top on it here. We'll come back in about 30, 45 minutes, and they should be nice and caramelized. So as the burnt ends are finishing up, we got the Weber charcoal grill started, and you can see we got some corn on the cob and a little asparagus cooking up. All right, folks, as you can see, the burnt ends are off the smoker, looking good. We got the 3 Little Pigs Kansas City on this side. We got the Sweet Baby Ray's over here. Gonna give a little bit of a taste test, see what's going on. 3 Little Piggies are all right. That's fine. Let's see what's going on over here with the Sweet Baby Ray's. Ooh, that's hot. Folks, I think it's about a tie, but it's a winner. About 7 hours here today. Preparation, smoking, getting everything ready. First time to cook burnt ends. I'm gonna call it 2 thumbs up. Winner, winner, burnt end dinner.